first green flag is having a proper folder structure, right? So if I go under the following folder, you can see the pattern which is about MVC, that is model view controller. I love it. Plus 1 point. It contains some UI code where we are simply returning an introduction screen. I guess this is somewhat a type of package, the introduction screen package. And I think you should not be using the following package of introduction screen. You should be building it customly, because in future if the following package gets broken up, your code will be fucked up. I can see these two different functions which do the same thing, right? The build welcome image and build welcome image to image are doing the same thing. So you can create a common function, and under the following function you can pass on, okay, it's a read-only reader, but here you can pass on the following arguments for image and other parameters that are required. Alright, so this guy is using get state management. That is very controversial topic nowadays among all the Flutter developers, because get package takes away the control from our side, but that's a different topic. So let's discuss about get state management under a different video or something like that. Right, and now talking about package, let's go under puff.yaml file and see the dependencies he has got. Alright, so I can see variety of dependencies here, and there is usage of Firebase and all that stuff. But yeah, my first advice will be to reduce the usage of variety of dependencies unless they are extremely needed. Yeah, so let's go under this controller, and here what we can see is a save color controller, external getX controller. Cool. And yeah, also unless the following change color function is also being used in other class or other file, you only at that point you should be creating the following change controller. If not, the following line can be included here as well. And also I can see here the following documentation, the following comments. Now this comment is not read here. Everybody will be knowing that this thing will be a package import and this will be project import. What you should do, in my opinion, is you should be writing documentation, that is comments over what this line do or what this line do. Right, so you should always write documentation only at that point where it's extremely needed. And oh my god, one piece of advice from my side will be reduce the usage of if and else statements. I know if and else statements makes works easy, but instead of using all the if else statements, you should be using switch statements if there are more than, or at 1 2 3 4 6 else ifs. And let's go under config. Now those who don't know, we use config folder to store environment variables, to store interceptors, to store common colors, common text styles, and common strings, etc. Right, so this guy Azam has done very fantastic work in adding the following config folder. Most of the developers don't do it when they are starting out. Right, so start creating a config folder and put your files here. Alright, let's go under config, and we have a bunch of exceptions. Face data, cool. So this is a following abstraction class, and cool. Also, I would recommend you to add, create a common strings at the top, create a constant strings at the top, and add localization under that. Whenever we create the following exceptions, we forget about, in case you have added localization, so also add localization whenever you are adding exceptions and their messages. So under service, what I can see is unnecessary comments and display. Alright, under display, the final ID epoch, and yeah. Alright, the piece of advice at this point will be not using print statement. Use debug print or debug parse or debug class itself. Right, stop using print statement in your project. The print statement is okay if you are debugging your code, but on the actual code that you have uploaded on GitHub, it's a very bad habit to use a print statement. Instead, you should be going. So also here, if we got any exception, simply catch it and show it to the user, because at this point the user don't know what the exception is happening here, and at least you should show a snack bar which states that something went wrong or something like that. And this is an unnecessary await keyword here, so you can reduce this as well. This will save your microseconds. Right, so remove the following await keyword if you are not listening to the value of show. Right, because at the end we are building our applications for the user, so show what's happening under the application to the user. Alright, let's take a look over widgets. Now I would like to mention that you should not create something like this. If you are creating widgets, create the widgets having a camel case convention for that, right? That's a very subjective thing, but that's a good habit to write camel case naming conventions everywhere. Alright, let's take a look here under country picker. It's a custom stateless widget, I guess. Alright, there's a package of search choices. Dude, I guess you should reduce the usage of packages. This is like a small tip from my side to reduce the usage of packages if you don't need it. Alright, let's move forward and let's go under theme. Alright, it should be some dark theme, and yeah, so at that point what you can do, you can inject the following file from GitHub. What I normally do, I create common files for dark theme, light theme, for example, and once I create common files, I simply read the following values from GitHub, or you can create your own GitHub repo where you will be exporting the following data. Right, this will be helping you in your projects, in your personal projects, where you don't have to write, that is, you don't have to create the following files again and again. Alright, this guy has used Shimmer, that's a very good thing, +1 for that. Right, usage of Shimmer instead of showing some blank circular progress indicator or something like that is very useful. Good one. And yeah, also instead of mentioning the typical size box, you can create custom dimensions or use a package which will be giving you responsive dimensions. Right, so instead of having this static and typed data about height and width, create a responsive thing, right? Because all of the following things should be responsive, unless the application won't be working. Now let's move forward under model. Yeah, it is null safe. That's a good thing. And similarly here, it's a null safe. Yes, it is null safe. Now what you can also do is use freeze package to create models. The freeze package is more convertible to create models in Flutter nowadays, right? Because already you are using get package, and I think get package is very convenient with the freeze package itself. So instead of creating the model by yourself, use freeze package to create models for you. Yeah, and that's all from my side for this project. I would like to rate this project 7.5 out of 10. The marks that are quoted are for static values and for not using the optimal usage of Dart and using too many packages and more of that, right? So for this Newsify application, I would like to recommend to lessen the usage of packages, lessen the creation of code, that is, you should be writing dry code in case you are repeating your code again and again. And the third one will be to write documentation or to write comments where it's actually needed. Right here you can see the following table name or etc is not needed. The documentation is needed here over what the following function is doing. Also here I can see there is a background header for notifications. Yes, the same tip that I have repeated here, that is, stop using print statement and go with debug print. Right, use debug print or debug parts or debug count thing to print, that is to get your data on your debug console. So that's it on this repository. Let's move on to the next repository in the next video. Till then, if you have loved this video, hit that like button. That's a very important thing throughout the entire of your life. Please hit that like button on this video, and I'll be reviewing more advanced code. So I'll see you in the next one where I will be reviewing this project of dog application. Till then, stay tuned. Have a good day.